if I had to again take a position on it, I'm gonna take the brand name, which is Bitcoin. I'm going to assume that it's the wrong price for the possibilities that it has. And I'm going to assume that the path forward from here is north.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel. I've got some very bullish news that includes Wells Fargo and JPMorgan, which have turned bullish on Bitcoin. Now, before we go further, we are closely approaching 50,000 subscribers. So please hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, we are seeing a pullback in the market. All market cycles healthy. I don't even care if Bitcoin drops by 2 grand today or whenever, because I'm looking at things from a macro level standpoint, looking at market cycles, bull, bear, and accumulation phase. And we are in a bull market. You will see corrections in a bull market. These are all normal things. So just keep that in mind, guys. And I'm always paying attention to macro level charts like the stock to flow model, which is predicting a $100,000 Bitcoin price by the end of 2021. Is that a certainty? No. Is there a high probability of new all-time highs? Yes. So fingers crossed that we come close to $100,000. That will be awesome. And of course, Bitcoin moves the rest of the market. So we will see the altcoins move with Bitcoin as we did in 2017. Now, guys, for the bullish news. Wells Fargo report labels Bitcoin as a speculative investment. Cryptocurrency investing today is a bit like living in the early days of the 1850s gold rush, which involved more speculating than investing. This is a big time capitulation, a big time change in the narrative. Remember, guys, Wells Fargo years ago was part of the group of banks and credit card companies that were shutting down client accounts for using cryptos, buying cryptos, right? Remember, Jamie Dimon was like, anybody at my company, if you're investing in Bitcoin, I'm going to fire you. Remember those statements, guys? Remember when they were trying to block credit card purchasing? They were trying to block debit card purchasing of crypto. Now look at what's happening. Capitulation. This asset class is here to stay. It's going to grow. The big money players are coming in, and every bank and stock exchange and financial institution is going to be forced into this market. They cannot ignore it, or they will become the dinosaurs. They will become extinct. So San Francisco-based bank Wells Fargo has released a report identifying Bitcoin as the best performing asset of 2020, while also highlighting the coin's volatility for investors. In an investment strategy report released yesterday, the banking giant noted that Bitcoin is up 170% this year and outperformed both gold and the S&P 500 index. However, Wells Fargo seemingly understated the role cryptocurrencies are currently playing in the financial market. Of course they did, saying they attract lots of attention, but not necessarily lots of investment money. You're lying. You are lying, Wells Fargo, because Paul Tudor Jones said he's investing in it. Bill Miller, Stanley Druckenmiller. We know about Chamath Palihapitiya and many other billionaires and millionaires. We know of Fidelity. We know of Bakkt. We know of all these hedge funds jumping in. So that's a big lie. And while if you're looking at things from, as it is on its at its face right now, yes, you could say, hey, a lot of money is not here yet. But when you look at the market holistically of where we've come from and where we're going, they're pretty much lying. They're not giving the full truth here because it's a process. This is a young market that's just 10 years old. And they are kind of underplaying, oh, yeah, it's a lot of attention, but nobody's investing in it. You're liars. When you look at PayPal and Square and Grayscale buying up tons of Bitcoin, and a lot of institutional investors investing in the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. So, as usual, trying to play a bit of a smoke and mirrors move here because they're probably trying to accumulate right now as much as they can. So we know better than that. We know how these banks play. We saw Jamie Dimon call Bitcoin a scam while secretly building JPM coin. Now the bank has flipped its narrative. And here's what I'm talking about. JPMorgan says gold will suffer for years because of Bitcoin. They said here, the bank says investor adoption of Bitcoin has only just started. And gold ETFs are bleeding cash while Bitcoin funds absorb flows. Yeah, that's what's been happening. That's why Peter Schiff is going crazy, and he's going to be going to the loony bin soon because his gold market is collapsing. Don't get me wrong, gold is a great safe haven, a good investment, right? But the time of change is taking place. A paradigm shift is taking place. We're headed to the digital economy where gold is not going to have the same strength or power or lasting potential it did pre-digital economy, right? Now it's a time for cryptocurrencies and digital assets. So money has poured into Bitcoin funds out of gold since October, a trend that's only going to continue in the long run as more institutional investors take a position in cryptocurrencies, according to the bank's quantitative strategist. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name there. His first name is Nicholas, but his last name is really hard to pronounce there. So JPMorgan is one of the few Wall Street banks that's predicting a major shift in gold and crypto markets as digital currencies become increasingly popular as an asset class. Yep. That's absolutely correct. The trend poses a problem for bulls in precious metals markets over the coming years if investors move even a small slice of their allocations away from gold into crypto. It's already happening. I think we see the big players are doing it, the hedge funds, the billionaires, millionaires. So what do you think is going to happen? They're going to move their clients' money from away from gold and other assets into Bitcoin and crypto. Next bullish news, guys. Bitwise's crypto index fund becomes available to U.S. investors. This is big. Bitwise Asset Management, a provider of cryptocurrency index funds to professional investors, announced Wednesday its 10 crypto index fund is now available to U.S. investors as a publicly traded cryptocurrency index fund. It may seem serendipitous or coincidental that all of these players are launching their funds. You saw the S&P Dow Jones talk about their index fund is coming in Q1. It's not coincidence, guys. It's time for crypto. It is time. These folks have accumulated through the bear market. They've put out the smoke and mirrors move saying, oh, crypto's crap. Oh, Bitcoin's a scam. They have accumulated. Now the narrative is changing. Now they're going on TV saying, better put 10% of your portfolio in Bitcoin. Better put 5% of your net worth into Bitcoin. The narrative is changing, guys, and it's starting. And this is to prime the masses for what's coming. So after a Form 211 for quotation of the fund's shares were reviewed by the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, FINRA, the Bitwise 10 crypto index fund was enabled to be listed on the over-the-counter markets and trades under the ticker symbol BITW, the company said in a news release. Shares of the fund will be tradable through traditional brokerage accounts, and assets will be custodied with Coinbase Custody Trust Company. Man, this is big. The fund will track the Bitwise 10 Large Cap Crypto Index, a diversified market cap weighted index of the 10 largest cryptocurrencies. As of November 30th, the fund held approximately 75% Bitcoin and 13% Ethereum. According to Hunter Horsley, co-founder and chief executive of Bitwise, this gives investors exposure to cryptocurrencies without trying to pick winners or having to constantly monitor the rapid changes in the space. So this is really great, guys, and it's what we've been talking about, different financial instruments and products being built around crypto, and they're going to make it easy for the wealthy investors, the institutional investors, to put their money in, where they don't have to really think about it or do what you and I do, our research. They let these fund managers, the investment advisors, do it for them. White glove service, the same thing that exists in the traditional financial markets, right? And of course, they're going to get, as a customer, full reporting, data analytics. How's my fund doing? How's my investment doing? Hello, Mr. Johnson. I want to update you on your crypto investment portfolio and what we're seeing. And here's your rate of return. And here's what we expect in the coming months. And so on, guys. That is what is coming, and we're seeing it's starting to come to fruition here. This is very bullish news, very bullish news, and you're going to see more index funds pop up. As I've stated before, banks, stock exchanges will all be offering crypto trading. Cryptocurrencies and digital assets will be listed on the stock exchanges. Book it. It's coming. That's where we're headed, guys. And something I want to end with here. Michael Saylor is a Bitcoin madman. And I say that as a compliment, as something endearing. So MicroStrategy is offering $550 million in convertible notes with the net proceeds to buy Bitcoin. They just announced that it was going to be 400. It's now up to 550 million. This guy is going nuts. I love it. I love it, though. He's bullish as hell. He's probably the biggest Bitcoin bull ever. And if they raise this money, this funding, they're going to be buying a lot of Bitcoin. They have over 40,000 Bitcoin, guys, as a company. That's not including what Michael Saylor has personally. This is big. And remember what he said on CNBC. I've said it multiple times. He said Google and Apple are coming with their billions in cash reserves. They're going to put Bitcoin and crypto on their balance sheets. That's what's going to happen. And I said it in my video yesterday, guys, that if you have small, medium, large enterprise level clients or businesses putting their cash reserves in Bitcoin, what do you think is going to happen? We can go to $1 million. Not tomorrow, not next year. I'm talking about years from now. But if this trend continues, what do you think is going to happen, right? All that cash that's sitting in those business accounts going to Bitcoin, that's going to be big time. And if you haven't seen my interview with the CEO and co-founder of Snappa, which is a small, medium-sized business, which is putting their cash in Bitcoin, definitely check it out and you can hear what they have to say and what they're doing, guys. So guys, what do you think about this bullish news? I would love to hear what you guys think. I love this Wells Fargo news because it's capitulation. I love that they have to come out and say, yeah, Bitcoin's here to stay. Yeah, it's the gold rush of the 2020s, right? Versus the gold rush of the 1850s. I love it. I love the capitulation. They all have to bend the knee. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Share this video with a crypto skeptic. Hit the thumbs up button, and I'll talk to you guys later.